Alright guys, so now let's get into a little bit more advanced stuff, and we're going to just reinforce some of our skill sets that we've learned in the introduction module. So you want to go to Canvas modules number 2, photo editing, and you're going to find these two photos and you're going to drag them in, and then we're going to composite them, meaning we're going to take this photo and add it to here. So a couple of things. If I just take this photo and drag it and then open up the other and add it, look what happens. The white background covers up the other guy, and that's not what I really wanted to do, right? And it's just covering the whole thing up. So I want to make the white area transparent, that checkerboard pattern. So the way we're going to do it in this case is we're going to just create a mask. So let me go ahead and delete this layer. Come back to this, and basically what I want to do is I want to select all the white. Again, you can just use this healing brush tool, and you start so if I just start selecting that, I get most of it here. Let's just do a better job and kind of get really into this thing here. So we want to come back in here and we want to take away that so we can see the shoe. So we're going to go to the minus, because remember, I'm selecting all the parts that are white. And then let me kind of come in here. Maybe I'm not going to get too crazy here, but let's just try it. Just like zoom in, try to get some of his laces. Wow, that's not bad. We're going to go add and maybe get some of this, the white background, get rid of that. And just kind of clean it up. I'm using the spacebar to pan, kind of come in here and get some more of that white. We want to get rid of that because we want some of that skin really, so we want to get rid of that. I'm going to increase my brush, and that is not bad. And then let's just take away the selection, and then get some of that guy there and add. Cool. So that's pretty good. I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, I'm missing a bunch of this white, so I want to take away. Again, I'm selecting all the white background because I want to get rid of that. So I don't want that to get selected, so I'm going to hold down Alt and just kind of tell Photoshop that this part's going to be tricky. Yeah, I think I'm good here. Let me get in here, might as well take away some of that over selection. Alright, I think that I'm pretty good. Oh, I'm missing his finger, or at least the white part went into his finger, so we want to take away. Again, this kind of content aware brush is really great. I mean, Photoshop has gotten so much better about kind of figuring out boundaries. I'm not going to spend time to do all of that, but I think you guys get the point here. Okay, so if I really wanted to come in here and clean it up, of course you have this tool, and we're going to add to the selection, and I'm just going to kind of do that. We're going to take away to the selection, which is Alt, so we're going to add this part of his flesh. So again, depending on how the quality of kind of selection you want, you definitely want to spend your time and do it right. Anyhow, I think I'm going to stop there, and so there we go. So I have my thing selected. So now here's the deal. Now I could, I guess I can just delete this and make it a transparent image is probably what I would do. But in the spirit of learning how to do layer mask, I have things selected. I've selected all the white. I want to do the opposite. I want to select the guy because that's the guy that I want to protect. So I'm going to go to select and hit select inverse, which now selects the guy only. And then when I go to my layer mask, it'll actually blacken everything else that I didn't select and not blacken the dancer. Now that I'm ready to go, I can just grab this whole layer, bring it back into where I want to edit it, and then when I drop it, it comes in with my layer mask, and I only get that, which is kind of cool. So now, and you see the box, it does remember that it has more pixels, and that's the point. You can make it larger, and you don't want to cover the dude's face, and maybe you want to do something like that. Double click, and there you go. So that's another thing about layer mask. You can kind of see the dark part that's covering all the background image, and you just kind of cherry pick out the silhouette of the dancer.